See you in the morning, babe.
All right, have a good night, guys.
I need that. Hold on. Good morning. Good morning. Like, wait.
All right, guys, we are
Whatever.
live. You ready?
All right. Sure.
Yeah.
Love you. Have a good night.
Hey, Jokers, how are you?
I'm good.
Oops.
Darth, you doing okay?
Oh yeah. My hip is killing me, but I've been leading again, so I'm happy.
Let me see if I can
Trying
catch
to set my
Cannibal. He's in
microphone up.
another arena.
Who? Hannibal?
Cannibal, yeah.
Oh, Cannibal? It's my new squad. My squad leader.
Uh-huh. Let's see if we can get him to join us.
He'd be like, his Joker's on. He'd be like,
Oh.
yep, nope. I changed my mind.
Well, he's unavailable. He says he's not at home right now.
He's not home anyways. Not upstairs.
Cannibal's a good guy. I like him.
Yeah, I like him too.
He's a little crazy.
Oh, that's perfect.
I think that's criteria for playing infantry, isn't it?
I know that.
So I'm in Ios watching Cannibal play. You guys want to join me?
I can't get on infantry, but I can do the interview. I'm currently cleaning around where I have my computer set up.
I need to clean my office too.
I mean, I can log in, but two dogs are blocking my computer.
That's okay. So how'd your squad battle go last night, Darth?
Good. We squad battled twice. I think we won both of them, but I led the first one. The one. I think we won by like 48, like that, maybe 50.
Wow.
We had Mecha and Teeing, and it felt like systematic.
Mecha's a good player.
Yeah, Mecha started playing a skirmish. I think with SC because Scorp 08 recruited him. Scorp was like my big recruiter guy. He got all the players that were like really good.
I hate Mecha as a ripper.
What's up?
I hate Mecha when he's a ripper.
Yeah, he was playing Ripper last night.
He's a fucking pain in the ass.
He's pretty versatile. He plays a lot of different classes.
No, I'm talking about me medding versus a ripper. He's always targeting my ass and gets me killed all the time.
Yeah.
That's why I hate him.
Rippers
Fun fact:
aren't great when you're a medic.
Ripper is my favorite class to have in a squad battle, even before it was buffed and like strong. The thing is, before the Ripper got buffed, it was like super strong. What season they did that? We won in season 14 with Candy as Ripper because he was overseas. I think Doctors Out Borders or something like that. He was lagging so hard that when he played Marine, you could see his lag. But when he went Ripper, you couldn't really see it. So he had to play Ripper. And we did that in the finals versus Juggernaut before Ripper was good. It's like the old Ripper that was like strong, but what it was today, like what it is today. And we still won with him playing Ripper against Juggernaut. Ripper was like underpowered.
I can't imagine Ripper being underpowered.
Oh no, it sucked. The bullets fired pretty slow. Like they were a little bit faster than Marine. They fired pretty slow. I don't think you would get a shotgun back then. I'm not sure. it was slower and like you ran slower, I believe, too, a little bit, and the bullets would hit your player. And it wasn't like today where like you have the heavy ripper where yeah they hit your player but they do more damage. Like they would all always just hit your players, and it was like really hard. You had to really coordinate. But because we were really good back then, like with coordination, so we were able to. Short Pandy always had a clear lane, but nowadays it's just so much easier where the bullets go through your team. They fire so like I think River Gun always fired a little bit faster than Marines gun. They fire so fast, it's great.
Yeah, they're faster than LMGs.
That dude is a
LMG, I
good
remember
ripper.
when LMG first came out, I remember you were allowed to have two of them on your team, and it
Yeah.
was so strong. But until you realize like laws were so important back then, with before like everybody had Ventrilo, especially because you can like set up laws. You would like I don't know about everybody, but System Era would practice doing like team laws where like two or three people would fire laws at the same time, make like a big circle of splash. You couldn't do today because of like voice chat and stuff. So back then, when you didn't have those extra laws, it made it was a detriment. But then once Ventrilo became a thing and they altered Ripper to be a little bit faster, LMG became like essential at one point. You okay, buddy? Coffee?
How is the fam, Darth?
What?
How is the fam?
Oh, good, good. We did the parade yesterday for his baseball, and last night we did the parade for his baseball game where we walked down Bill Myrtle Avenue. It's like a really big road in my area, and they shut it down for like an hour. And I'm exhausted because it was 2.5 mile walk, but for me with my hip, I had to walk a little bit, take the bus home. It was too much.
What have you been up to lately, Jokers? We haven't heard anything from you.
I'm wondering about the same thing about you. What was your favorite squad? I'm gonna interview your ass.
That's what I was gonna ask Chokers too.
We're gonna interview Jokers, not Eva.
Well, I want to interview you.
My
What was your favorite class in infantry, and which was your favorite squad you played on?
so like recent squads or
No,
All time.
all in general. All in general.
the first squad I was ever on, I got kicked by my sister and husband.
You
That's a good
suck.
memory. That's a
Really?
real good memory. Yeah, they kicked me. They voted against me, both of them.
Which squad?
It was called Total Carnage. That was the first squad I was ever in NML.
Wow, why did they kick you? Because you were bad?
Of
These are
course.
assholes.
Yep. No, because usually I'm the asshole. I have to be the one that says, the thing that's not doesn't need to be said. That's usually
Your mouth got your ass kicked.
always every time. Anytime I've been kicked from a squad, that's why. Hands down, that's why.
Hey, join the club, Eva. Not the only
Fun
one.
fact, you played with your sister and your husband?
Yep.
Fun fact, I live in a building. I grew up in this building, and there was a group of probably like 10 kids, 15 kids that would hang out, and seven of us played infantry, pay to, for on pay to play. And when pay to play happened, only two other kids played, And one of them actually played for a while after pay to play. He was on Big Bird squad. But it was fun. It's crazy how we all played together, like 7 of us. We'd be like, "Come on, let's go upstairs and play infantry together." We had enough for a squad, but nobody ever made one because we all wanted to be on the other squads. Cause we had no idea what we were doing in the beginning. Half of us joined 301st Infantry, first
I
squad.
did.
That was a big squad back in the day. Who owned that,
Well,
by
I
the
mean,
way?
it was a horrible squad. It was a horrible squad that needed some people, some helping in some kind of shit way and form. I
It
had a
was a
double
good
squad
squad to
that
get
was
people to
300
learn the
person.
basics of squad battling.
Yeah,
My opinion.
I had to make a different name just to join it. So a double squad from Nuss to help out 301st Infantry, help them freaking get all their shit together and shit.
I played on I played on 301st for about a month, and I got decent enough. Right, felt confident trying out, and I tried out for Bad Company, and somehow I beat the North in 3 duels in a row. He gave me a chance to squad battle with them, and I like somehow did good in the few squad battles, and they asked me to join. And then when we SB'd like against really good squad and like squad battle, I kind of got exposed as being shitty.
I didn't have a problem getting in fucking bad company at all.
I was in them in season 2. That's how like long ago it was. Like I didn't
Oh,
ever play for them
I
again.
mean, shit. I think when I bet he beat Danarf when I was in Suicide Medics also, and then
Yeah,
he said we
yeah.
need a medic, and I'm like, okay, here you go, and then that's when Big Bird took over and destroyed the whole damn freaking squad.
When was that season?
That was back season 5, season 6, something like that. Season around there
Oh
when
yeah,
Bad
yeah,
Company
yeah.
was still
That was
around,
later. Yeah.
and BB didn't freaking do anything. I'm like, what the hell? And he was like, he didn't even lead, so I led BC. I had to get some players to help me lead and all that kind of shit, like Marines that I could trust. I'm like, this is bullshit.
Were you
That's all
on?
that's all
Were
I
you
did was
on Ground
recruit.
Zero when they won the championship season 2?
I was on Ground Zero. Yes,
Oh
we were
no,
supposed.
you went to the final season 2. You lost to Death
Yes,
Company.
we were. Yes, but that's when Ick was double squatting with Allied
It
Force.
was he was on Ground Zero and Death Company.
He was an Allied Force.
Oh, Allied Force.
Ick is the one that helped us.
Yeah, yeah. But you guys beat. I don't remember who you beat to get to the finals, but Death Company beat New Beginning to get to the finals. That was crazy.
Oh yeah, I know that. I mean, we lost. Yes, because Ick couldn't play because he was on the other team, other squad.
That's funny.
I think it was what was his name? Alpha Squadron.
Who?
Ick.
I don't remember his other name. I just remember Ick.
Yeah, Ick was he was an AF player, but he helped out Harry with something. He didn't let us know until the end of the freaking championship match, and he goes, "I'm Ick." I'm like, "You motherfucker!"
That's crazy though. Both of the squads got to the final.
Darth, could I
I
get you to
know
do
that.
me a favor, please?
What?
Don't
Cannibal
swear.
is not on Joker's Discord anymore. Can you please invite him? I don't have him either.
Okay, hold on.
Maybe he'll join us.
Wait.
He left it beforehand. I didn't freaking kick him out.
No, he had two in here, but he took one out. The one he uses isn't. I don't think is in there. Is what's going on.
I didn't realize
Uh,
Cannibal was such an old player.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was a newer. Like, I thought he only started like later on, like maybe the end of Sony or the beginning of Infantry. But he's been around forever.
Yeah, I remember him in back in the day. He was just a little kid.
You sound like an idiot when you're recording this shit.
Yeah, Cannibal is 35.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 40 this year, so he was one of the younger kids because
Yeah, him and
we were
Bax
all
both.
young. At least it was when I started infantry was in 2001, right before 9/11, because I was watching the 9/11 coverage as I was playing infantry. So I came home from school. I had started maybe like a month or two before that. So I started in must have been August. I started for summer vacation. And in New York, you start school in September.
I started in 1999. That's the year I started playing infantry.
Oh
That's
wow!
about when I started.
I started during Harmless. I was in the beta uh, program when they were
I started when season
still
one in
testing the
USL.
game.
I started playing when USL was going on, when New Beginning was winning, and I tried Brent, my brother, Sonic, to see if I can get on New Beginning, but instead he threw me to freaking Harry Nuts. So I said, okay, fine, I'll play with Harry.
Well, season one, Afterlife ended up winning versus New Beginning.
No, I know
Afterlife
that.
was one of the best squads ever.
I
Cannibal
know
left
that.
me
We
in
had
hell mode. I'm stuck in hell mode, guys. I'm sorry.
What's that?
insane mode, fucking bots or whatever the hell she's playing.
Oh,
Io, Ios.
yeah.
There he is. He's back.
What was infantry like in beta?
Wild.
Yeah, because I can imagine. Because when I played, I think I had only seen Yankee online maybe like 10 times the entire time I played.
Yankee was in a lot of different zones. He didn't come to NML a whole lot. I don't remember him being in NML that much.
I played Killing Fields originally and Mech. Like those were the only two zones
Yeah,
I
yeah,
played
that's
for a long
that's when I mainly saw him on there.
I'm lagging,
I played
guys.
hardcore a lot.
Him and Chucky.
When did they sell it? In 99 or 2000?
Um, had to be 2000. I'm not real sure though. I don't know the logistics of it. I just know when it went pay to play, and that was bad enough.
Pay to play was 2000, I believe, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was about eight
We were in the
dollars.
middle we were in the middle of the second the no, middle MSL 3 when they went pay to play. The winner had to win a tournament. Systematic refused to show up for it because we were like, this is bullshit. We played so hard to get our record of like 3-1. We lost in the beginning, but we lost by a few kills. We were like, fuck that. The tournament is supposed to tell how good you are. No, it's supposed to be whole season. We didn't even show up to the tournament. Then next season we beat Ground Zero, season 4 when it was pay to play. But I bought not half. I bought a few of the players' membership so they could play. Like Raver, Big Mouth Doll. Can't remember who else, but a bunch of people.
I'm getting slaughtered,
Right to
guys.
do. I used to save up my allowance money and buy those prepaid credit cards and use that to pay for people.
Man, you're a fucking pimp.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Well,
come play for
this is
me,
gonna
and
sound
here you go.
weird.
We need your
This is
help.
gonna sound weird, but what happened is because my mom works for FDNY, she was a paramedic. So after 9/11 happened, she was working in the morgue
Mm.
at Ground Zero. But she was never home, so she kind of felt bad, and she would leave me like money for pizza and stuff. And I would just end up normally like cooking myself food like for cheap, and then saving up the money, buying the prepaid cards to get get more members of SC back from. I think Bouncer Club bought a few memberships too for us because me and Bouncer was older than Bouncer was like 20 or something like that. 23,
Yeah.
maybe even
Yeah,
older.
not there, yeah.
Yeah.
We never had to pay any players for us on Ground Zero. They just wanted to play for fun. They enjoyed our company until a
Hey,
Forrester found out that Joe went over and fucked his girlfriend.
wait, who did?
Harry Nuts. He went to fucking New Jersey and fucked his girlfriend and Forrester's
Wow.
girlfriend
Whose girlfriend? Forcer?
and Forrester's girl. She was a
Oh,
medic on Ground Zero.
It's crazy.
G-Walk. G-Walk did that with the girl Pixie Nixie. I don't know if you remember Pixie, but he
Yeah,
went to
something like
Canada and
that.
met
Yeah,
her and fucked her.
yeah, something like that. I know T-Back Sweetie.
Jokers.
She was my second med. She was my second med.
She was a
I
good
don't remember
player.
her.
Yeah, she's a good medic.
There's quite a few good girl players in infantry over the years.
Oh yeah. G.I. Jane. There's I know there was two of them, and then the one who was on Bad Company, Jerry or Zeri XERY or something like that. I don't know exactly what her name was, but she was on System Error for a while too. After I don't remember what part. Like after Pay to Play, she was pretty good. Oh, you know who the best female player ever was though? Toxicity.
Hmm.
Oh wait, that was Champion. Yeah, Champion was Toxicity. But he claims he never pretended to be a girl, but he 100% girl.
And you're sure of this? You're absolutely positive.
Oh, 1,000%. You ever knew that?
What do you say, Jokers? Do you
Remember the
remember that?
What?
Toxicity, TOX something, with the little tilde at the end?
Yeah, I know that little symbol at the end. No, I don't think he's the best.
No, I'm saying he pretended to be a girl.
Oh yeah, yeah, he did pretend to be a girl. I know that, but he wasn't. He was not. He's still not the best.
No, I'm not saying he's the best girl.
I
I
think I,
think
I still. I mean, if anything, I mean, yes, he's the best acting like a girl. Yes, and then he got mod powers and all kinds of shit.
Oh, here's some tea. Do you remember Assassin Commando? Is he still around? Probably banned me for this.
Not anymore. I mean, unless he plays underneath AC anymore, I'm not sure. But I mean, that's the only thing. That's the only last time I
He
seen him on is AC.
he used to because he was on System Error, so he used to
Yeah.
make Pandy, and I don't know if it was Pandy, but Raver and another member of SE. He would have them go on different aliases on different accounts, and he would go on them too, grant them like
Oh,
hacks,
he
like
made me
not
do
mod
that
powers,
shit too.
hacks.
He made me do that shit too. He messaged me
Yeah, yeah.
long time ago, and I'm like, what? He goes, change your name to something. I'm like, for what? Just to be fun. Have fun with Darth. I'm
Have
like,
fun with
oh my
Darth.
No,
god, this is
I never
fucking
did
me.
it. I never did it. I never did it with him. Wish I did. That would have been fun. But no, he would do it with Raver and another guy on SC. I
Yeah,
can't remember who it was. The other one. I think it was Pandy, but it could have been somebody else. But it might have been Seawalk.
I, I
Because
think
used to
I
give
think it was
them.
I think it was actually Pandy because he always fucked with me all the same time.
But yeah, he used to give them powers to like fuck around in pub, like hacking powers and it's funny.
Yeah. He goes, you want to see something funny? I'm like, what? He
Yeah,
goes, look,
he'd give them plasma
respect
cannons and
everybody.
stuff like
Respect
that.
everybody and freaking thing. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
He would. Oh, what's the trident? Give them the trident.
Oh yeah,
Gun.
he gets me the MRL. I'm like, oh, you want
Yeah.
your MRL? I'm like, yeah, give me the MRL. And he summons me the MRL to me. I'm like, hell yeah.
You guys are
And then they
lamer.
took his powers away. What?
Lamers.
Not
Yeah,
lamers.
it was funny though. It was funny watching people cry.
Yeah, we all joked around, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause He knew what my favorite vehicle was. It's either MRL or Trident. MRL's faster, anyways.
Okay, here's a question for you, Jokers, and I'll answer mine too. What was your favorite squad to beat? Like when you squad battle, what was
Um,
your favorite squad to beat?
that's a tough one.
I know.
I mean, it's a difficult one because I mean, there's three of them. I mean, there's of course System Error, New Beginning, and there was Number Five. They're all difficult to fucking beat. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, this is when Joe was leading all that kind of stuff, and not we were all stacked up and all our teammates. But they were all both hard matches because they're always close. I mean, we didn't. I mean, we didn't use those. You know how they use matches when you use you'll split players every 15-minute mark and have
Yeah,
everyone freaking take turns.
yeah.
You know, as long as you're on there, you're there first. You're playing the whole dang game, pretty much.
I just got
I mean, we're
rippered.
not here. We're not here for like leftovers coming over. It's like, oh, I'm here now. Well, you should have came over here fucking 15 minutes earlier.
I hated doing subs. I'll admit that here now. I hated doing subs, but back in the day, if you didn't do subs, like there would be uproars, like squad fucking
Oh yeah, they be fucking pussies.
thingies.
Like, oh, how come you deploy me? I'm like, well, you
Yeah.
didn't come up fucking early. I'm
Or
like,
it's like I
I
didn't
told
play you
Joe.
because during the week you didn't play well. So you got to play
I,
well during the week to get your spot. Because there was so many players back then that it wasn't like just
yeah,
having your starting 8 players or maybe
Right.
you have like one or two people that was subbed in or out or like rotated in or out. Back then you had like 12 people that were good enough to start, and you're like, well, this person played better this week than you. Next week you play
yeah. I'm
better.
like, I mean, even if you're up there, one of your all-star players, and then you come in late, he won't
Yeah.
play you. That's what Harry didn't do to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm right here right now, and he goes, you're late, and I'm like, fuck, my bad.
My bad.
Oh, I mean, it's he wanted to be, it's doable like that. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's, I'm saying, okay, well, they're here. Let them freaking play. Let them have fun. I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
hear. I'll have sit and spec and have fun with everybody else until
So,
someone lags out.
like you, I had squads that were my favorite to beat. Everyone probably thinks they might say New Beginning. New Beginning was the hardest squad to beat.
Yes.
Like, for me, not really, but they were the hardest squad for me to beat for a long time. But my first favorite squad to beat ever is Allied Force because I hate Maddox. I
Yeah.
hate him because I don't know why, but when Systemair first started, he would just hate on us all the time and call us noobs and all this stuff. And they would beat the crap out of us when we first started because we were like we were learning all together because most of my squad was from other zones. It was my first time ever leading, so I had to
Yeah.
like teach people from other zones how to play squad battles, and then I also was learning how to squad. So eventually, we got good enough. We started beating them. I loved it because he talked so much trash, like, "Oh, you guys will never be able to beat us." And then Nuker 141 was on there, and I hated that guy, Nuker 141. And then
Yeah.
the next squad that I fucking loved beating because I couldn't beat him, I think he's the best leader ever, is R, Team Sabotage.
Oh
I
yeah.
just could not figure out how to beat the guy. I think my winning percentage against him, if I had to estimate, was like 20%. He just dominated me. My leading style just did not work against him. And I led very well against really good squads all the time. Him, I just could never figure out how to beat him on a consistent basis. Like we would beat him, like I said, about 20, 30, maybe 30% of the time, but I just could not figure out how to beat the guy, and I don't know why, but it was the hardest squad battles for me overall. throughout the years was team sabotage, and I think I understood how to beat Kalistar in the beginning, just if we can execute properly. Like team sabotage, I just could not figure out. Like he was good at adapting, so like one game he'd play one style, and then he would play something completely different. So I couldn't just like play to beat the style he just played. It would be something completely different the next game, and then he'd switch it up the next. So he was always, I was always felt like I was off balance against them, and he was, in
Um,
my opinion, he's the best leader.
I hated Maddox just because
Hate
he
that guy.
he went away. He left. Well, he didn't leave AF. He left me leading AF Allied Force
Yeah,
for some kind of reason. I don't know, for the rest of the season or some shit. We got to the championships in AF, and then I had
yeah.
to go to Iraq, and then he kicks me out of freaking AF when they win the championship.
So you don't even get credit for it.
No credit
That's
at all.
fucked. That's fucked. That's so messed up.
It is messed up. I'm like, you know what? That's why I don't fucking want to lead all the time, because you just get fucked in the middle, anyways. But I forgot about Team Sabotage. Yeah, they're difficult players too. I mean, I think we beat them a few times, not much though.
I only, I would be happy to not have to play them in the playoffs. Either play them in the championship game or hopefully they would get knocked out because it was the toughest squad battles. I to this day, like I think about those squad battles. Like this one time, we had the best squad I think we ever had on paper. We ended up not winning the championship, and it was because even though I felt like we were so much better than them skill wise, they took us to like 3 or 4 overtimes, and then we ended up losing in overtime because Chaos, Herc, and Raver, not Pandy. Chaos, Herc, and Raver started saying La Pala, La Pala, the shovel in Spanish for whatever fucking reason, and ran in south without checking, and all died. Like me, Pandy, and whoever else it was had to like go 3 versus 6, 3 or 4 overtime, and we ended up dying. But it was like we did all this work for you idiots to do that because it was
And
literally
you
like
know,
so long.
even as a captain of a squad, I'm like, I tell my players, I'm like, okay, if it's public arena, let's go watch over these squads and see how they maneuver things and they play. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do. We spot, each other's plays and we can learn from them. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's the way you can freaking teach the players. And I'm like, so now we got to learn how to counter the attack this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's what you got to do. They don't listen to me anyway, so I said, fuck it, fine, whatever. Go get yourselves killed
I
in the
did.
ambush.
I just died.
You well, you're used to that anyways.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
You're the one playing fucking insane mode.
Cannibal is. I'm just here to support, back up, med, whatever. Catch flags.
Murder. F7,
Uh,
F7.
I'm using the P neutralizer right now. I love that gun.
God, I want a squad battle now. But like, I want an old school squad battle back in the day.
Oh. An old school squad battle. What would that consist of?
8 versus 8.
Macro leading. Macro leading.
Oh yeah, that too.
No voice chat.
No voice chat. We literally used to be like how the British and American armies fought each other, lining up in a field, shooting bullets at each other. We used to do that with laws. We would like line up, fire all our laws, and and all of our laws would explode in an area that we would map out. Like the prep. Okay, I, I'm I don't mean old school squad. I mean old school preparation. Like we would literally go into an arena, just our squad, and like figure out where we had to shoot the law from and where it would blow up exactly, and we'd set up these plays where our laws would blow up exactly the right spot. Oh,
So
and stuff like that.
target practice.
That was my part of fucking CWA training, how to get in there. Law sniping.
What's wrong, buddy? Down 2 minutes and play, okay?
Learn how to law snipe was kind of hard when I was a medic, and or just to join CWA. That's what they made you do for a test. Then they made you try to dodge a freaking law. I'm like, well,
Right.
that's kind of easy, but I mean, sometimes. Not when like all 5 of the laws coming at your ass.
I am not
You know what's funny?
capable of dodging law. I'm attracted, I guess. I don't know. I'm a
I
magnet.
used to be. Remember, we used to get 2 laws too.
Yeah,
They weren't as good as the laws we have now in USL, but we used to get 2 of those laws.
Yeah.
I This is funny. When I first started leading and stuff, I was a much worse leader, but I was a much better player. I set up a lot of plays where like we would only have small flanks. We wouldn't do these long flanks that are like common now. Do small flanks would also be like the solo flanker as I was leading. And I also made it like so I would get a lot of kills. And I realized like later on I realized like this is a terrible way to lead and I switched it up, but I used to get like number 1, number 2, number 3 every squad battle because I set myself up to get the most kills. I realized that but if I die, there's nobody there to like lead. I had to switch it up to be a good leader after that. I'm gonna have to go soon because my son wants to go back out, but I will be back later.
I need to go feed Jimbo
You hear?
before
You
he
hear
goes
him in the
insane.
background? You hear him?
Uh huh.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to go out for a little while, but we'll be back not that late.
Dirty
All right.
talk.
Definitely.
Hey,
I'll be back if you want. Whatever time I'll be back on. Probably like 2 or 3 hours. Maybe.
That sounds good. We'll see if we can get Cannibal to join us if he makes it home.
I'll try and get him too. I'll message him.
Sounds good. All right. We'll talk to
I'll
you
talk to
later.
you guys later.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye, Jokers.
all right,
Thank you guys. This is fun.